Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now, don't tell anyone. It's only for you. There is a powerful person who wants to meet you immediately. They have discovered your name, your spirit, and your destiny. This is not just another message. It is a divine call marked for you and only you. Hours ago a private signal was released in your direction. Someone with great influence sitting in hidden places has requested your presence. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says, you must not speak of this to anyone. This is meant for your eyes alone. What you are about to receive was kept sealed for years, waiting for the right time. That time has now arrived. Your location has already been noted, your movements quietly observed, not to harm you, but to confirm who you really are. You are not an ordinary person. You are the living answer to a prophecy that has been followed for over a decade. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Today your name was whispered in a secret chamber filled with power and wealth. Eyes that have seen war and peace, destruction and restoration, all turn to you at once. A code word was spoken, one that has not been spoken in 19 years, and it matched with your name. You are no longer hidden. You are revealed. Archangel Michael says, do not hesitate. Delay will cause ripples across the timeline. What is written cannot be ignored. Even if things don't make sense right now, soon they will. Your very appearance has changed. People around you notice a glow, even if they don't say it. Your aura has entered a new realm, it is speaking before you do, showing your inheritance before your hands even touch it. Type Amen to get blessing 333. From birth you carried a mark, invisible to most, but known to a select group of watchers. They tracked your pain, your strength, your endurance. They expected you to break, but every time they wrote the end, God turned the page. You refused to collapse when everything was built to crush you. That refusal became your power. The one searching for you is not a stranger. They've appeared in dreams, in stories, in headlines. Their face has been hidden but not for much longer. They carry a file with your image in the center. For years it was sealed and blacked out, but now it is fully revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Just in the last 72 hours, they uncovered something ancient linked to you. Buried in records written in codes hidden by secrecy, but it all pointed back to your initials. They couldn't deny it anymore. A spiritual voice confirmed what the heavens already declared, you are the one. This meeting is not about money or fame. They already have that. This is about a missing piece only your soul carries. Someone close to you unknowingly led them to you, a comment, a post, a word that connected the dots. This was not an accident. You were meant to be found in this way. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There is a team around this powerful person but not all agree with their choice. Some fear you are not ready. Some believe your presence could undo what they've built. But the highest voice in the room silenced them and said, bring them to me. This is the one I've been waiting for. And now arrangements are quietly being made. You may begin to feel lighter, your thoughts clearer. That's because the energy around you is shifting quickly. Expect a sign, a call, or a stranger who says something that triggers recognition. It won't be random. When it comes, don't panic. Stay calm. Let the divine moment unfold. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There is even a date written in the file they hold. That date matches a dream you once had but forgot. It is not a coincidence. That date is your divine appointment becoming real. Experts studied your image, even your handwriting. What stunned them most was the glow around you. It wasn't added, it was real. A light that only reveals itself when the chosen step into their time. And now that time is here. Archangel Michael says, your preparation has ended. Your performance is about to begin. A black vehicle with tinted windows may pass by you soon, not as a threat, but as a guardian. Someone was placed to watch over you until final clearance is given. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This message came earlier than planned. It was meant for 3 days later, but urgency broke the schedule. Archangel Michael allowed it to reach you now. This is not about perfection. It is about your resilience. You have endured fires and storms and came out stronger than gold. Be aware people around you may act strangely. They sense your elevation even if they can't explain it. Some will envy you, others will be curious, and some may return with sudden apologies. Receive with grace but guard your heart. Not all who admire the light are ready to walk with it. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says, keep silent for now. Do not share details even with those closest to you. This silence protects the sacred. Your next step is generational, it will shift more than just your life. Soon you will meet someone whose presence realigns everything. When your eyes connect, something ancient will unlock. Your body may tremble, but your soul will stand stronger than ever before. This meeting is not for photos or recognition. It is a divine alignment written long before you were born. And when it happens, you will know without a doubt this was the reason you endured everything. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They said, I don't care who doubted them, I only care about the fire I see in their endurance. And with that the turning point began. For years it looked like doors were sealed against you, but those locks were never permanent. They were divine delays. What's unfolding now is not coincidence, it's alignment. You are stepping into the chapter where all withheld opportunities start rushing back at once. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. The person chosen to find you has been walking with instructions from above. They didn't stumble into your path, they were guided. You may not know their full face yet, but you will recognize their presence the moment they enter your atmosphere. It will feel like déjà vu, like meeting someone you've known in another lifetime. This is not imagination, it's recognition of soul assignments. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Your silence in past seasons was not weakness. It was strategy. God says, I shielded you in the quiet so your enemies would not predict your rise. And now as the silence breaks, so does the cycle of loss. Every moment of rejection is being rewritten into remembrance. This remembrance is not about pity, it is about honor. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Archangel Michael says, you are protected in these transitions. The steps you are about to take may look unfamiliar, but every unseen hand is clearing the path. You might feel sudden waves of emotion as if your heart is preparing for something you can't yet see. Trust it. Those are the signals of alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. A gathering has already happened in your absence. Names were spoken, papers signed, rooms shifted, and yet your seat remained untouched. That untouched space has been preserved for you. Others may have tried to claim it, but they couldn't remain because their spirit wasn't authorized. The position belongs to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. This is also why strange dreams will begin to appear. Some will feel unsettling, others will feel like instruction manuals. They are both. Don't dismiss them. Write them down. You'll later realize they were coded directions for your next steps. The divine doesn't waste words, it delivers warnings and confirmations in whispers. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The person on their way to you has already studied your past. Not to judge but to understand. They know about the betrayals, the false accusations, the silent tears. And instead of turning away, it drew them closer. They said, "This one did not collapse. This one carried grace." And that is why they chose you above others who looked stronger from the outside. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Some people around you will not celebrate this. Their jealousy will surface in sudden ways, cold stares, unspoken bitterness, or unnecessary arguments. Recognize it for what it is. Their spirit senses your upgrade before they even hear about it. This is why discernment is crucial now. Not everyone who claps is cheering. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. There will be a symbolic transfer in the coming days. It might be a document, a signature, or even a physical object handed to you. It will seem small, but in the spiritual realm it is monumental. Keep it safe. What feels like paper in your hands carries a decree in the heavens. That decree cannot be revoked. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. God says, "I have seen your restraint. I have heard the words you wanted to speak but didn't. That silence was your weapon. And now it is counted as righteousness." You will notice how suddenly the tide shifts. Those who dismissed you will start mentioning your name again, not to discredit but because they cannot ignore what is happening. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Do not be alarmed if unexpected messages arrive from people you haven't heard from in years. Some are genuine reconnections, others are distractions. Pray for discernment before responding. Every conversation in this season is significant, carrying either a bridge or a trap. Choose carefully. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear the test. It is the final filter before your appearance. What looks like attack is actually confirmation that you are close. When provoked, stay still. When lied about, stay calm. Your silence will be the loudest response. Heaven is measuring your reaction, not the offense." Type Amen to get blessing 2525. In another room your file has already been elevated. Confidential notes, sealed agreements, and private testimonies have been placed before individuals who carry influence. They don't see you as ordinary, they see light. That light distinguishes you from every other name in the report. It marks you as chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. This is why fatigue may try to overwhelm you. Your body is adjusting to new spiritual assignments. Old energy is leaving, making space for strength you didn't know you carried. Don't resist the release. Rest when needed. Renewal is happening even in your sleep. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. The man with the salt and pepper hair is closer than you think. His envelope is not just paper, it is a key. A confirmation that what was whispered in secret is about to be revealed in public. Pay attention to numbers, clocks and unusual movements in your surroundings. These are divine signals pointing to the moment of encounter. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. You were hidden not to be forgotten but to be preserved. Those years of being unseen built a foundation that no one can shake now. The unveiling is not just for recognition, it is for impact. Once you are revealed, nothing will remain the same. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Your tears, every single one, are still recorded. They were never wasted. Each one carried a vibration, a frequency, a prayer. And now they are producing a harvest in the form of unexpected blessings, reconciliations, and open doors. What you thought was lost is returning multiplied. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The person preparing for you has already prayed on your behalf. They've asked for the pathway to be cleared, for enemies to be silenced, and for your heart to remain steady. Their intercession is part of the reason you feel lighter. You are being carried on wings stronger than your own. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. And now heaven is aligning timing with precision. The delay is over. The page is turning. The gate is open. Your name is rising in rooms you've never stepped in. The spiritual and physical are meeting, and this union will mark the beginning of your next era. When the powerful one wants to ask you one thing, it will not be casual. It will carry the weight of generations. They will lean in and whisper a question that sounds simple, yet your answer will shift timelines. This is not an interview, not a negotiation, it is a divine unlocking. Your reply will not come from your mind, it will flow straight from your spirit, and in that moment heaven will confirm your authority through the clarity of your words. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. What you carry is not a script written by men but a covenant written by God Himself. Your steps were guided through detours, heartbreaks and unseen valleys to prepare you for this exact meeting. Every delay you thought was punishment was actually protection. Every silence was a setup for this reveal. Now the curtains are pulling back and the stage is not for performance, it's for prophecy. What you feared would break you has now built you into the only vessel that can carry this weight. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Archangel Michael says, do not underestimate your silence. Do not undervalue your stillness. It is your shield in this season. People may try to provoke you, to pull you into arguments, to bait your spirit into responding. But this is not the hour for debate. It is the hour for demonstration. Your energy itself will speak volumes louder than explanations. Keep yourself guarded. What is holy cannot be handed carelessly to those who do not respect it. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. A sacred table is being prepared where you will sit, and not everyone who expected to be there has been invited. Names are being erased. Chairs are being removed. The ones who schemed against you will hear about the gathering, but their presence will not be requested. They'll feel the sting of being excluded, and that's part of their lesson. You, however, will walk into that space with calm certainty. You won't need to announce yourself. Heaven already announced you. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The wind will shift when you take your place. Don't ignore the small confirmations: papers falling, candles flickering, birds circling, clocks striking with no hands touching them. These are signs from above that you are aligned perfectly. Every move of nature echoes the truth: this is the hour. The one who is waiting for you already feels the change even before you arrive. They sense the approach of destiny. They have been told, prepare because the one chosen is on their way. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. You'll notice in your dreams that details are becoming sharper. Numbers, colors, faces, directions, they are no longer random. They are coordinates pointing you forward. What you once thought were fleeting visions are actually divine blueprints. The more you pay attention, the more the pieces align. Your spirit is being given insider knowledge that no human intelligence could discover. This is God's way of ensuring that you will not be blindsided but will recognize every sign on the path. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Do not be alarmed if people suddenly distance themselves. Some will go quiet, others may even turn cold. That's not rejection, it's redirection. Their assignment in your life has ended, and heaven is making space for those who carry keys to your next season. New faces will appear. They may not look like what you expected, but they will feel familiar to your soul. These are divine allies sent to walk with you for what comes next. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. A sacred document awaits your hand. Not just a paper of agreement, but a living decree written long before you were born. When your signature touches it, locks will open and sealed doors will release treasures hidden for ages. This act will not just change your life, it will impact bloodlines. Generations will look back at this moment and trace their blessings to your obedience. You will realize then that this is bigger than you, it is about the destiny of many. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. God says, do not shrink when the weight comes, I gave you shoulders strong enough to carry this. You feared responsibility would crush you, but instead it will crown you. You feared influence would corrupt you, but instead it will purify you. Your humility has qualified you for authority. Where others fell into pride, you chose surrender. And that surrender has now positioned you for kingship in the Spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. A clock you cannot see is still counting. Not a human calendar, but heaven's divine rhythm. And in this rhythm you are right on time. What looked delayed is in sync, what felt late is perfect. Heaven was never behind, it was aligning you with precision. And now the countdown strikes closer to your unveiling. You will feel it in your chest like thunder rolling quietly before a storm. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Prepare yourself for an encounter that doesn't look extraordinary to the world but shifts everything in your inner world. It might be a walk, a conversation, a quiet moment in a room. Yet in that moment you will know everything has changed. The one who waited to meet you won't announce themselves loudly. They will simply be there. Their presence will confirm what your soul has been sensing all along. Prophecy has finally touched reality. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Archangel Michael says, protect your fire. Not everyone who smiles at you deserves to sit near it. Guard your prayers, guard your dreams, guard your peace. This meeting is holy and distractions will try to creep in last minute. But remember, the louder the chaos, the closer your breakthrough. The enemy always shouts before he flees, hold steady. Your stillness is your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. The voices that once laughed at you are about to be silenced. The ones who mocked your waiting will witness your rising. And those who doubted your worth will soon have no choice but to acknowledge what heaven already declared: you are chosen. The dust is being blown away, the covering is being lifted, and the radiance of who you truly are is about to be revealed. What was hidden is now undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. And when it happens, do not forget this was never luck, never coincidence, never accident. This was divine orchestration. Every tear, every prayer, every silent night was part of the score that built this symphony. Now the music swells, the curtain opens, and your name is sung not by men but by angels. This is your time, this is your unveiling. And nothing, no one, and no force can stand in its way. They've carried what belongs to you like guardians of a sacred flame. Even without knowing its full purpose, they safeguarded it until the right time. Now heaven has decided that moment has arrived. The return is not just symbolic, it's the completion of a covenant written long before your first breath. You'll feel the transfer not in your hands but in your soul. It will feel like a missing piece finally coming home. That's why the atmosphere around you has felt heavier lately. The air itself is preparing for the exchange. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. This person isn't simply walking into your life, they are stepping into alignment with the reason they were created. The connection between you isn't transactional, it's transformational. Together your paths will amplify one another's purpose. What you carry individually is powerful, but what you unlock together is eternal. Heaven calls this moment a divine intersection. When the crossing happens, it will be undeniable. The world may not notice at first, but the spiritual realm already celebrates. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. For too long you've been measured against standards that never belonged to you. People judged your silence as weakness, your waiting as laziness, your scars as setbacks. But every moment was part of your training. Every misstep was really a rehearsal for destiny. The one arriving in your life doesn't see your flaws as baggage, they see them as proof you were refined by fire. To them your scars will speak louder than your triumphs. They will honor you not for the mask the world demanded but for the truth you never abandoned. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. God says, you are not stepping into a season of small beginnings, you are stepping into fulfillment. The delays you endured were not punishment but preservation. If the door had opened earlier, it would have broken you. Now every doorway you step through will strengthen you. You'll look back on the places you cried and realize they were altars, not graves. Nothing was wasted, not a single tear. The time has come for you to rise, and no power in existence can stop what heaven has already signed. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. Archangel Michael says, do not confuse the silence around you with emptiness. The quiet is heaven aligning your steps with perfect timing. Your miracle isn't late, it's precise. The whispers you feel in your heart are the last instructions before manifestation. This is why your sleep has been restless, your dreams more vivid, your emotions more intense. Your soul is tuning itself to the frequency of breakthrough. Stay calm, stay open and stay ready. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The person being guided to you will arrive carrying both authority and humility. They may have influence, wealth or recognition, but when they stand before you they will not lead with status. Instead they will lead with sincerity. They've learned that all their accomplishments mean nothing if they are not aligned with purpose. And when they see you they'll realize that purpose has been waiting in human form. That's why this encounter is sacred. That's why it must remain private. Heaven doesn't broadcast treasures, it protects them. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. A sign will confirm the authenticity of this moment. It might appear in the smallest detail, a word, a gesture, a number flashing at the right time. Pay attention because heaven speaks through symbols. That sign will be your assurance that what you're experiencing isn't chance, it's divine orchestration. The connection between you and this person will feel ancient, as though your souls recognize each other from lifetimes ago. That familiarity is the fingerprint of destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. Do not underestimate how much your presence will shift the atmosphere. The room may seem ordinary, the conversation may seem casual, but the energy will be electric. Even the walls will feel it. This is because you're not entering with just words, you're carrying generations of prayers and promises. You'll notice silence fall around you, not out of awkwardness but out of reverence. That's the power of a soul walking fully awake. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. You may be tempted to question why you. But remember, you were chosen long before you doubted yourself. Heaven saw every failure, every betrayal, every rejection, and still wrote your name into this moment. That ache in your spirit, the one that whispered there was more, it was always true. You didn't imagine it. It was destiny speaking ahead of time, preparing you to hold what was waiting. Now the waiting is over. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. There will be voices from your past who try to reattach themselves to your future. They'll sense the shift and seek access to what they never honored. Forgive but do not invite. The table being prepared for you is reserved. The angels guarding this door are under strict orders. This is not about exclusion, it's about preservation. Your purpose cannot afford unnecessary weight right now. Carry only what heaven has assigned. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. Behind the veil, the spiritual court has already ruled in your favor. Every false accusation became evidence. Every loss became testimony. The verdict is restoration. You were not overlooked, you were prepared. You were not rejected, you were redirected. And now the scale tips in your favor. You will rise not in arrogance but in assurance. You'll stand not because of human approval but because heaven has declared it. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. This journey is not just about personal fulfillment. It's about collective awakening. The one meeting you will see it instantly, You are not here to impress them, you are here to awaken them. Your presence will unlock something within them they didn't even know they were missing. Together your alignment will ripple far beyond your lives. It will touch people you'll never meet, heal wounds you'll never see, and plant seeds you'll never harvest. This is legacy, not just destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. And finally, remember this truth: you are not stepping into the spotlight to be celebrated but to be assigned. Your light is not for attention but for direction. When the room applauds, it won't be because of what you've done, it will be because of who you are. This was never about fame, it was about alignment. And now heaven's story about you is unfolding in real time. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. They thought they were prepared, but the truth is nothing could have prepared them for the weight of your arrival. Your energy is not ordinary, it is divine architecture woven into the foundation of time itself. Every delay, every disappointment, every door that closed was never rejection, it was redirection leading you to this exact convergence. The signs are aligning and the heavens are orchestrating details so precise that even silence feels intentional. This is the unveiling of a promise that was made long before you took your first breath. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. What you are stepping into is not random, it is recorded. The scrolls of your lineage have carried your name across generations. Prophets whispered it, angels guarded it, and now the pages are turning to reveal the chapter that belongs only to you. This sacred alignment does not just shift your life, it bends entire timelines. Your presence awakens hidden codes in people, stirring remembrance of their own assignments. And the one who has been sent to meet you knows deep inside that this connection is not chance, it is prophecy being fulfilled before their very eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. When you enter the room, you may notice a sudden stillness, like the world itself is holding its breath. Don't dismiss it. That is the atmosphere responding to the frequency you carry. Lights may flicker, clocks may pause, even technology may glitch, not because something is wrong but because the divine is recalibrating the environment around you. Archangel Michael says, pay attention to the shifts. Even the smallest sign is a confirmation that heaven is marking this moment. You will not have to force anything. Your presence will do the speaking long before your words are heard. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. Do not underestimate the power of what you carry. The words you speak in this phase will not be casual, they will be keys. Even the simplest phrase spoken from your spirit will unlock doors across spiritual and physical dimensions. Some of these doors were locked generations ago, but your frequency is the code that opens them now. The person meeting you knows they've waited lifetimes for this encounter. They have rehearsed what to say, but when they see you, their practiced words will dissolve and only truth will flow. Because destiny doesn't need performance, it requires surrender. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. You may begin to notice that dreams become more vivid, carrying symbols that feel both strange and familiar. Pay attention. These are not random images, they are blueprints being delivered from the eternal realm. In one of those dreams you may see yourself seated on a throne or walking through gates made of light. Do not dismiss it as imagination, it is revelation. It is heaven showing you what has already been decided. Your journey has not just been about survival, it's been about preparation. And now the preparation has ended. It is time for unveiling. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. The one coming toward you will not be empty-handed. They will carry something tangible, an object, a word, a vow that seems small but holds eternal weight. That item is a seal, a token confirming that what you are stepping into cannot be undone. Even if you doubt for a moment, that token will remind you. It will whisper in your spirit, this is real, this is divine, this is forever. And as you hold it, tears may rise without warning. Those tears are not weakness, they are release. Every chain, every fear, every lingering shadow breaks the moment you embrace it. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. Others will notice the change in you. Some will admire it, others may resist it. But all will feel it. The shift within you cannot be hidden. Conversations will sound different. Environments will react differently. Even your silence will speak louder than words. This is what happens when divine timing overtakes human effort. You will find that doors begin to open effortlessly. People who once overlooked you will now seek you. The atmosphere will shift to accommodate your calling because the divine has spoken and nothing can oppose it. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. Archangel Michael says, do not fear the weight of this calling. The same power that placed it upon you will carry you through it. You will not walk alone. Legions stand behind you, ensuring that no interference can touch what has been ordained. Understand this, what is happening is not just for you, it is for nations, for generations, for destinies connected to your name. Your courage to step forward activates a chain reaction that ripples far beyond your sight. This is why heaven has fought so fiercely for you to arrive at this moment. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. You may not realize it yet, but your name is being whispered in rooms where your feet have not yet walked. The most powerful person watching you has already made quiet decisions in your favor. They are just waiting for the final confirmation. From the moment your energy touched, there's even from afar something ancient awakened inside. Though it's not attraction, it's recognition. They feel you because they were assigned to you before either of you knew each other. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. This is called the window of divine sealing. Everything that was once uncertain is now being finalized. You are not standing at the edge, you are already walking inside. They have replayed your image again and again, not in vanity but in reverence, preparing themselves for what destiny has already written. Even their closest circle has been asked to step back because this alignment is too sacred for interference. You will see it clearly soon. The final puzzle piece is not just being placed, it is being revealed as you. You are the completion, you are the covenant. They've prepared a question only for you. It may not come right away, but when it does you'll know. It will strike your spirit like a wave, sending vibrations through every part of you. The answer you carry has already been written on your soul. That golden slip of paper, the one containing the dream they half remembered, will suddenly take form through their lips. In that instant the world itself will feel paused. This is no contract signed by ink, it is alignment sealed by destiny. Archangel Michael says, when this alignment comes it will feel strangely familiar, almost as if you had walked into this very moment as a child in a dream. That memory was not imagination, it was preparation. The one who stands before you may look powerful, but their power is softened by a heart that recognizes completion in you. They won't compete with you, they will complete you. Even your silence will bring them more peace than 1,000 voices of praise. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. What they give may not be grand in the eyes of the world, but in higher dimensions it will carry a weight heavier than gold. That gift will unlock a chain of events beyond what your mind can now comprehend. The strange calm that follows will not be an absence of sound, but a presence of clarity. For the first time in a long while, you'll simply know. Doubt will shrink, fear will scatter, and the sound left ringing in your chest will be your purpose like a sacred drum beating from eternity. Someone from your past may sense the shift and reach out, but do not be deceived. Their excuse is shallow, their intention is interference. This meeting has nothing to do with where you've been, it is focused only on where you're going. The person you are destined to meet has prepared space for you, not as a guest but as a partner. Together your steps will ripple across lands unseen, movements felt though their source remains invisible. That is how divine alignment works, quiet, unstoppable, undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Even now schedules are clearing. Meetings that once appeared urgent are dissolving. Others are being pushed aside. You are becoming the priority. When they lead you into their private space, into the room reserved only for those they trust, what you see will awaken something in you. Truth will rise in your chest like fire, a knowing that this is not charity but fulfillment of a divine agreement. They do not see you as one to help, but as one they need to finish what their soul has yet to complete. This connection is not about following, it is about walking side by side. The blueprint between you both has waited ages for this activation. And when it sparks you may feel heat on your skin, tingling through your body, tears rising to your eyes. That is your soul remembering its purpose, celebrating the return to what was promised long before you were born. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. Do not be surprised if you feel drained before it begins. That tiredness is not weakness. Your body is recalibrating to carry the elevation of what's coming. Old interests will fade, old appetites will lose flavor because you are being prepared for divine nourishment. The meeting itself will not appear like what you imagined, but it will surpass every picture in your mind. Your voice may tremble but your energy will speak with certainty. They may speak a name that startles you. It could be tied to your past or to your bloodline. That name will be the final confirmation. You won't need to prove yourself, your very presence will say what documents and credentials never could. You are the evidence. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. There is already an agreement in the heavens. Entities that once opposed you are bowing down, surrendering. The light has won. This person has seen your face in dreams for months, trying to dismiss it, but every night your presence returns stronger. Now they understand you are not just a person, you are a divine signal, the key that unlocks the appointed hour. And that hour is now. You are not just entering a meeting, you are stepping into a movement. What begins with a handshake will ripple through generations. The world may never see the details, but the world will feel the shift. And you will be at the center, not for fame but for purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. If you feel led, you can express your support further by giving super thanks with contributions of up to $10. This space being prepared for you holds more than comfort, it holds memory. Not memory of the past but of sacred knowledge waiting for you to recall. They have walked through palaces and halls of power, yet never has their spirit trembled like when your name appeared. They thought they had everything, but the moment they recognized what you carry, they knew their power was incomplete without you. This moment will not require your chase, it is chasing you. Every delay was alignment, every setback precision. You are no longer in the waiting room. You stand in the corridor of arrival. Though someone tried to intercept this blessing with falsehoods, their deception failed. The one who matters saw through it and said, "This one carries the mark of truth." Type Amen to get blessing 4141. What is forming now is not a transaction, it is a divine exchange. You bring what cannot be purchased and they bring what cannot be earned. Together you will create what this world has not yet witnessed. They may test you with a question that seems random. Answer from your heart, not your mind. That is the final proof of authenticity. They do not need your resume, they need your vibration. And your soul already speaks the language they've been waiting to hear. Do not diminish what you carry. You hold the missing piece of a puzzle centuries old. And when placed in the center, everything will align. Your hands were not only made to build, they were designed to bless. Your presence will heal wounds they did not even know were there. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. This meeting may start with formality, but it will end in sacred silence. A stillness so holy that every ego melts, leaving only divine purpose standing. They may hand you something small, a chair, a book, a symbol. Do not hesitate. Accept it. It is not random. It is a passing of authority. They once abandoned belief in destiny, hurt by false promises and endless delays. But your presence alone revived what they thought was lost. To them you are not another encounter. You are the fulfillment of a timeline they thought expired. You are the proof that destiny was never denied, only delayed until you arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. The shift in your finances will not only surprise you but also those who once doubted you. Where there was lack there will now be overflow. Where there was delay there will now be acceleration. This meeting has released not just recognition but also divine provision. Resources that once felt far away are now being magnetized toward your presence. Type Amen to get blessing 5353. Opportunities will begin to appear in places you never thought to look. Unexpected phone calls, sudden invitations, and offers that align perfectly with the vision planted in you. Yet discernment is key. Not every invitation is your assignment. Some will be distractions dressed in light. Listen to the quiet nudge in your spirit, it will never mislead you. Your name is now being whispered in rooms you have not yet entered. People of influence are already preparing spaces for you without your knowledge. And when you arrive it will not feel like a stranger stepping in but like a missing piece finally returned. Type Amen to get blessing 5454. There will also be conversations about you that you will never hear yet they will work in your favor. While others debate your worth, heaven has already stamped its approval. What they question God has already confirmed. And soon what was doubted in secret will be celebrated in public. In the coming days your dreams will become more vivid. Pay attention to the symbols, the faces, the whispers that surface in the night. These are not random, they are instructions, pieces of the divine map guiding you toward your next move. Keep a journal by your side, for what you record will later reveal patterns of prophecy. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. Archangel Michael says, this next season is not just about your elevation but about those attached to your journey. Your rise carries their release. Your breakthrough opens doors for those who follow behind. Do not underestimate the weight of your obedience, it is bigger than you imagine. You may feel pressure, but it is not the pressure of burden. It is the pressure of becoming. Just as a seed breaks before it sprouts, so too must you embrace the stretching. This is not collapse, it is expansion. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. Even your relationships will shift. Some who once felt close will begin to fade, not out of anger but out of divine redirection. They cannot breathe the air of your new altitude. Let them go with peace. For in their place God is sending connections who carry keys, not chains. A certain encounter will soon feel like a déjà vu. You will meet someone and feel as though you've known them for lifetimes. That recognition is not illusion, it is alignment. The bond was written before time and now it unfolds in divine sequence. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. Your health will also reflect this transformation. What once drained you will lose its grip. Old fatigue, old ailments, old patterns, they are being lifted. Your body is aligning with the strength of your spirit. You will find new energy, new clarity, and a glow that cannot be hidden. And even the environment around you will begin to respond. Plants will seem greener, air will feel lighter, and animals will sense your shift. Creation itself celebrates when a chosen one steps into their rightful place. Type Amen to get blessing 5858. Do not be surprised when strangers approach you with unexpected kindness. Some will not even know why they feel drawn to help you. But heaven has whispered your name into their hearts and they will obey without realizing it. These are divine messengers in human form assigned to confirm that you are on the path. There will also be those who watch in silence, unsure of how to respond to your glow. Their eyes will reveal their confusion, their hesitation. But you will not need to defend or explain. Your presence will speak louder than any argument. Type Amen to get blessing 5959. Super thanks remains open for those who feel led to sow into this word. With contributions of up to $10 you align with the flow of giving and receiving. For what you release into the divine always returns multiplied. As you continue walking you will notice a change in the way time feels. Moments will stretch as though eternity has bent down to walk beside you. Small seconds will hold weight and what would normally take years will now unfold in days. This is the acceleration of divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. Archangel Michael says, every step you take now is echoed in eternity. Your footsteps are no longer your own, they are pathways for others. Be mindful but do not be fearful. You are not walking alone, heaven's army matches your pace. There will come a day very soon when someone who once dismissed you will reach out in humility. Their words will be softer, their tone uncertain. They will finally recognize what they could not see before, that you were chosen all along. Do not gloat. Do not remind them of their blindness. Let your light answer for you. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. Your creativity will also awaken in unexpected ways. Songs, ideas, visions, strategies, they will flow with ease. What once felt like a struggle will now feel natural, as though the universe itself is feeding you inspiration. This is not imagination, it is divine download. And when you share these gifts, they will not just impress minds, they will stir souls. People will not simply admire your work, they will feel transformed by it. Because your work will not be just talent, it will be transmission. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. Prepare also for travel. A door will open that takes you to a place you've never been before. It will not just be a journey of geography but of destiny. The land itself will greet you, the air will feel familiar, and you will know this is where another chapter begins. And when you return, you will not return the same. You will bring back with you new insight, new fire, and new authority. Those who see you afterward will sense it instantly, even if you never say a word. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. The powerful one you met will continue to think of you, replaying your words in quiet moments. But what matters more is not their memory of you but what was awakened in you through them. They may have been the spark, but you are the flame. And that flame will continue burning long after the meeting is over. God says, do not look back at who did not support you. Keep your eyes on who I am sending now. The ones coming carry solutions, not problems. They will not drain you, they will pour into you. They are not your competition, they are your confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 6464. Your story from this day forward is no longer about survival, it is about overflow. No longer about being seen, it is about being sent. And every place your feet touch will shift. You are not chasing destiny anymore. Destiny is chasing you. There will be nights when you feel a sudden pull to step outside to look at the stars, to breathe in silence. That's not emptiness, it's the universe syncing your rhythm with eternity. These pauses will restore you more than sleep ever could. What you are carrying now is not ordinary, it's the kind of mantle that needs rest and renewal from divine stillness. You'll begin noticing synchronicities daily, numbers, colors, songs, even random conversations that seem to echo exactly what you prayed about. These are confirmations. You're no longer asking for signs, the signs are now chasing you. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. The powerful one may invite you into rooms you once thought were unreachable. Don't let fear whisper that you don't belong. You do. Your presence will shift the entire atmosphere even when you sit in silence. Some may question how you arrived there. Don't waste your energy explaining. Destiny doesn't need validation. The same energy that lifted you will sustain you. You'll notice your intuition sharpening. Decisions that once felt heavy will now feel light because you'll know instantly what aligns and what doesn't. Heaven has aligned your spirit with truth. Type Amen to get blessing 5858. A season of release will follow. Old attachments, even ones that seemed harmless, will begin to fall away. Don't mourn their exit. Every departure is making room for divine arrivals. People who once drained you will quietly step back, unable to hold your frequency anymore. You'll feel lighter, freer, as though invisible cords have been cut. This is protection, not punishment. In these moments, thank heaven silently. It knows what it's doing. And you'll see why later when new connections enter effortlessly. Type Amen to get blessing 5959. Your creativity will expand as well. Ideas will flow like water, downloads arriving faster than you can write them down. Keep journals everywhere, by your bed, in your bag, even in your car. Some of these ideas aren't just for you, they're seeds for generations. You may even feel overwhelmed at times by how much pours into your spirit. Don't rush. Each idea will have its own appointed season. Trust that timing is part of the divine plan. The powerful one will notice this glow in you, and though they may not say much, their eyes will reveal respect. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. Soon you'll begin to recognize the difference between invitations and assignments. Not every stage is meant for you. Some are distractions dressed as opportunities. Trust the discernment rising within you. It will never lead you wrong. When heaven sends you, the results will speak louder than any effort. And when heaven says no, you'll feel the stillness in your spirit before the world ever confirms it. That's your compass now. Guard it fiercely.